It is primary election night here in southeast Wisconsin. Polls in Milwaukee have been closed for 2 hours now.
Voters taking the first step towards electing the city's first new mayor in nearly 20 years. And we now know who will advance in the general election in April. Acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson and former Milwaukee Alderman Bob Donovan are tonight's top two vote getters.
As you can see, 99% of the precincts voting, so this is all but a done deal. Incumbent Cavalier Johnson with 36.7% of the votes. Former Alderman Bob Donovan with 27.3%. State Senator Lena Taylor with 13% coming in third, but a distant third. And then Marina Dmitrievich at just over 12%.
And rounding out our final three finishers here, we have Milwaukee County Sheriff Ernell Lucas, 9.5%. Businessman Michael Sampson, close to 1% in this election. And activist Aisha Griffin with just over 0.5%. And again, the top two vote getters will advance to that general election on April 5th. And we have a team of reporters scattered across the city following the candidates and their campaigns.
CBS 58's Adam Reif leading our team coverage tonight. He's live with Cavalier Johnson's campaign tonight at Potawatomi. Adam.
Well, the acting mayor has worked his way around the room after his victory speech. For the past 40 minutes or so, he's been shaking hands, giving fist bumps, and giving hugs to all those supporters who waited out this victory speech tonight. He spoke at about 9 o'clock for 25 minutes, a very thematic, idealistic victory speech from the acting mayor, several times telling that loud, enthusiastic crowd of about 100 people, we did it. He laid out what he called a bold vision for the city of Milwaukee. He repeated his pseudo-campaign slogan of working for a safer, stronger, more prosperous city, one that he says can be the greatest city in the country. He did lay out many of the city's issues, the rising crime, infrastructure issues, the need for more tax revenue from the capital, and the need to help the middle class. But he did say, I'm the right person for this challenge. Let's take a listen to some of that victory speech.
For me, my family comes first. Then my job is mayor. Then only that, after that, the campaign. And job number one, we have to make the changes we need to make this city safer for everybody. The fear in our hearts, it needs to end now.
You can still hear the music here at the Potawatomi Casino and Hotel Events Center. The open bar is still there, and there is still plenty of food as acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson seemingly got to the end of that reception line as he worked his way clockwise around the room. Plenty of people taking pictures. Towards the end of that victory speech, he did thank all of the candidates in the race, all 6 opponents by name, saying thank you for your ideas and your passion for Milwaukee. He did say, for one of you, our conversation will continue for another month. For the others, I would like to have your vote. I did ask him directly, what do you think of that general election matchup against former Alderman Bob Donovan? He said that the time for focusing on the general election will come. Right now, he's taking it day by day, and he's enjoying this moment. Live in Milwaukee, Adam Reif, CBS 58 News.
Adam, thank you. A proud night for Cavalier Johnson, his wife Dominique, and all their loved ones and supporters for sure. And as Adam just mentioned, Johnson's campaign not the only one celebrating tonight. Former Milwaukee Alderman Bob Donovan also advancing to the April election.
CBS 58's Kristen Barbarisi is live with his campaign for us tonight. Kristen, good evening.
Hey guys, yeah, you can hear the supporters here are very excited. The former alderman came out of retirement to run in this mayoral election. Alderman Donovan served District 8 for 20 years. In 2020, he decided he wasn't going to run again. During his time on the Common Council, he served as a longtime member and chair of the Public Safety Committee, and he says that this mayoral campaign for him will be a focus on public safety. He said his goals are safer streets, better schools, and good jobs. Now, this is a position that Donovan has been in before. He ran against Tom Barrett in 2016, and in that race, he came in second. I asked him earlier, what do you have to do to make up the ground? Because he does trail acting Mayor Cavalier Johnson by 10 percentage points. He says he has to get out there, raise money, and knock on doors. He also spoke to his supporters earlier today. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Now, we can all allow ourselves a night of celebration, but I will say this. Tomorrow morning, we roll up our sleeves and get back to work, and let's get Milwaukee headed in the right direction. God bless all of you. Thank you so very, very much.
And you can see Alderman Donovan is behind me with his supporters. He said tonight is about celebrating, but he's got a meeting with his campaign team at 10 a.m. tomorrow to figure out their general election strategy. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.